Welcome back. We are on day 4. It's hard to believe it, day 4 of the Future of Blogging Summit, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. I'm glad that you are on this blogging journey, and I hope that you are getting just a ton of value from all of the amazing speakers. We've had just some fantastic speakers this summit, and they've just really, kind of opened they just provided such a wealth of information for all of you, and I know a lot of like the deepness that they provide in their conversations. Like a lot of this information, they really don't share outside of like their highly paid expensive programs. So definitely there is just a ton that you can get out of these sessions. So let's talk about today's speakers. So we had some really great speakers today, and I mean, obviously, every speaker we've had has been just absolutely fantastic. But today, our first speaker was Becky Beach, and Becky talks about how to add digital products to your blogging business. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with who Becky is, but she had been working full time at like Fortune 500 companies and just was kind of getting burnt out and tired of it, and wanted to create another way to make revenue that would allow her more freedom and flexibility. And so she created a blog and then added printables to it. And then from there, she's now added courses as well, but just done really well. She was able to step away from her full-time job and do blogging full-time. And so she got lots of great information about how to do, how to think, how to process, how to become a business person online, and in particular with printables. So great information there. Monica Louie talked about the low-cost way to grow your blog with high converting Facebook ads. And I will be the first one to tell you, I haven't considered working with Facebook ads up until now, but really great information that I kind of wasn't familiar as much with. I mean, I've heard a little bit about it, but not actually done it or tried it. So, really great information in her session. I think it's a pretty good way to kind of grow your audience fairly quickly. Which is always something that is a little bit of a struggle as you're getting started with, especially with blogging and stuff, because there's that little bit of a learning curve, a little bit of time for Google to like build your site to build your site to the point where Google sends traffic and stuff to it. So anyway, interesting to learn about for sure. And then Liz Teresa is the final speaker for today, and she talked about 5 ways to make your site a lead converter. And by lead converter, we mean that you want to basically bring people to your site, get people on your email list, then get them into a paid offer or a paid program or purchase a course or what have you. So those are all conversions, basically converting someone from what they were to a different status with working with you. Um, and so she talks about some really great ways that you can bring people into your ecosystem and then get them into a more involved role in your blog, and just kind of strategically helping it get people to be converted into to hopefully buying customers and bringing financial benefit to your blog. And at the minimum, even if you don't have something for sale, just getting people onto your email list is huge, because when you get someone on your email list, it actually will take you from the point of where they come to your website once and then go away and never really think about or come back again, to if they're on your email list, you can email them again and say, hey, I've got a new blog post. Hey, I've got a new affiliate offer. Wouldn't you want to check this out? And then you can benefit, whether you're doing ads and getting more traffic on your site from ads, or whether you're doing affiliate offers and getting people buying things from you, where you can get, like, especially online things, you can oftentimes get affiliate commissions of almost up to 50% of what the price is for whatever online offer it is. So obviously commissions vary quite a bit from one program to another, but there's just such really great ways that you can benefit financially by getting more leads, whether it be free or paid or whatnot. So anyway, so those are the speakers for today. I do apologize. We had some tech glitches this morning, and so everything is a little bit backed up time-wise. So I will have this day's sessions available until noon tomorrow. So no worries if you got a little bit of a delayed start on that. I do apologize for that. Um, and also, I want to just kind of go over the comments in the Facebook group related to the speakers today. So, the first speaker, Becky Beach, had a couple of comments regarding her. And so, let's see. Carrion says that PLR is her latest obsession, and she says, "Thanks, Becky, for the ideas." Teresa says, "Stay positive. If you think you can do it, you can." Yeah, I loved some of Becky's closing comments were very positive. Like, mindset is a huge thing. Like, it can really make or break your success. And I firmly believe that that's quite true. Kat says, "Slowly building my digital product shop now." So she found that very encouraging. And then let's talk about Monica Louise. So she talked about Facebook ads. And Teresa says to be clear with your goals, strategies, and your purpose, your why. And when you have that clarity, it will help you not only with, your Facebook ads, but also with having a clear message. So you're speaking with people who are going to resonate with you and are going to be in alignment with where you're heading. When you're clear, that helps people see that when when you're clear and you have a very clear purpose of who you're talking to, who you help, how you help them, people who fit that mold will come to you. They will seek you out, they will find you because you are that clear. You'll also get some people who have different goals and whatnot, that still will also be able to benefit from you. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to help this age group of this whatever. You're still going to get people who are in a different age group or a different gender or a different whatever, but having that clarity of who you help is going to help you have a very clear message and also call forward people who are similar to that. So, and part of Facebook ads is that you want to be super clear on who it is you're trying to reach, so that way you're not just reaching everybody, but really the people that are most connected to you, so that they're better leads. So you're not paying for connections that are made with people who aren't as ideal for you. And Kat says, "I've considered Facebook ads, but not sure where to start." And yeah, so there's some great ideas and tips that were brought up during Monica's talk. And then for Liz Teresa, the Carrion says she never thought about this before about making your site a lead converter. And Teresa says taking fresh looks at your content. Where are your readers now? What do they want and need? Exactly. Making sure your content is alignment is huge. Kat says, "I always thought of lead converters just for email, but this makes sense." So yeah, so those were kind of the topics for the day. I also want to tell you, if you have not yet signed up for the masterclass, we're going to do a masterclass on Wednesday. What this is this is your opportunity to extend what you're learning here and go one step further into a live environment where we can go through lots of different things related to blogging and how to start and have a successful blog and grow your blog. And so we have a variety of times available. There's 3 different times to pick from. In your daily emails will be a link to get signed up for that. So you'll want to pick a time and get signed up for whatever time it is that works for you. And let's see, let's also talk about tomorrow's speakers. So, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a session on blogging 101 and SEO. And so, we're going to talk a little bit about like some of the basics of like if you're just getting started on blogging, how to pick a niche, how to pick a domain name, like all of the how to's that come early on in your blogging. And then we're going to talk about SEO and how you can get started with SEO and kind of simplify it so it feels less overwhelming. And so I'm super excited to be able to share that talk with you. I think you'll get a lot of value of that, especially if you're, within like your first year-ish of blogging. That's going to be a lot of value for you. And Yadzia Iglesias spoke about using printables to monetize your blog from the start. So she talks about how you can implement using printables in your blog, even if you have a fairly new blog. So lots and lots of great tips in there from Yadzia. And it was so nice of her to be able to come and share that with us. And then Jennifer Sunnison is the third speaker for tomorrow, and she talks about how to grow your blog with podcast guesting. Now, I know you're thinking, something like probably, "Oh, well, I have a blog, not a podcast." Like, that's a totally different medium. But here's the thing, podcasts are super effective right now. Like, there's a lot of podcasts, and people who listen to podcasts, like, there is a huge audience. And, if you can, um, get in front of another person's audience, say they have 1,000 people, 3,000 people, 10,000 people in their audience, obviously not everyone will listen to a particular podcast. Or if you're on somebody else's blog and you do a guest blog, obviously not everyone's going to see it, but a huge number of people will see your guest blog post or your guest podcast interview. um, and so it allows you essentially to borrow the audience of the person who's doing the podcast or of the person who's doing the blog and get in front of them. Oftentimes, they will be willing to give you a link back to your site, which helps with building your domain authority and building trust with Google. Oftentimes, you will be able to get people who will just come over and check out your site that didn't know about your site previously because you're still growing your blog. But they're interested in what you have to say. They liked what you said in the interview or during the guest blog post writing, and they want to follow up with you. They may even sign up for your email list and be able to, you'll be able to connect with them ongoing in the future. So lots of great reasons to consider doing podcast guesting, or very similar to that, doing guest blogging. And so the nice thing with Jennifer is she actually has a blog as well. So she was able to kind of talk about, well, how are blogs and podcasts similar and how are they different and all of those kinds of things. So lots and lots of great information there from Jennifer. So hopefully that is a good overview on a lot of really great things that are coming up. There is also a link for you in your daily emails with a survey. I try to do a survey every summit just to get in some input from all of you as to what you're liking, what you're not liking, if you want to see any changes moving forward. So, if you would gladly fill out that survey, I would really appreciate it. And we can keep providing really great, helpful, and effective summits going forward. So, that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to talk about tonight. I will be sending an email with a summary of the comments in the Facebook group today, a little bit later tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be back in your inbox at 9 a.m. with a new set of speaker interviews for you to be able to take in. So I will look forward to sending that email tonight and the email tomorrow. And then I'll be back live again tomorrow at 2:15 and at 8:15. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Talk soon.